From Wheeling is DJ Pellet. 10 laps for the late models, first of 2 heats on Topless Tuesday. Miley down low, Baker up high. Just as they started, Baker has the lead driving off the second turn. Dave Wade in the 76 moving quickly to third. Conley runs fourth. Tim Gold is fifth. Steve Baker, your leader. Gold, the fifth place car, has got a lot of blue smoke coming out of the back of it. It's still the Richard Construction Farm Used Auto Parts 0 of Baker in front of the Calusi Chevy H1 of Miley, and the Yuengling 76 of Wade. Conley in the 14 fourth. Gold in the 2G is fifth. Jim Steffens right now sixth. Bob Williams in the 8 run seventh. Dave Wade in car 76 diving to the inside of Jared Miley to battle for second on the back straightaway. Wade will make the pass in the Yuengling 76. Baker still your leader. Laps down. West Virginia rim rider Steve Baker putting it right up there against the loose stuff, then diving down off that second turn. He continues to lead on the back straightaway. Wade, Miley, Conley, and Gold. Then it's Steffens. Now Bob Williams in the 8 gets overhauled by the 70. Appolito moving up into the 7th spot. Brandon Burgoon in the 17 trying to get by Williams for 8th as they race off of 4 down the front stretch. Halfway, 5 are down, 5 to go. Steve Baker hasn't been here for a couple of weeks, and he's back in the fast lane tonight. Dave Wade staying in striking distance in car 76. 3 laps to go. Brandon Burgoon now to the inside of Rich Appolito. They race for 7th, coming off of 4. Appolito in the 77 trying to hold off the late model rookie Brandon Burgoon. Does so in turn 2. Your leader's completing lap 8. Baker's starting to move his car around a little bit, not running as high a line as he had been earlier. White flag, 1 lap to go. Farm Used Auto Parts, Richard Construction 0 out of Fairmont, West Virginia. The West Virginia rim rider Steve Baker picking up our first heat race. Dave Wade second, Jared Miley third. Corey Conley will bring the 14 home fourth. Tim Gold in the 2G is fifth. Then Jim Steffens, Rich Appolito, Brandon Burgoon, Bob Williams, Keith Rodriguez, and DJ Pellet. Stout machinery. Second of 2 heats on Topless Tuesday. Green is out. Side by side in turn 2. Ben Miley, Tony Mussolino, Keith Barber third. Lynn Geisler moves to 4th. Look at Michael Davis going down the M&M. Miley's got the lead in 3. Barber trying to take second away from Mussolino. Geisler is 4th, Scott Gunn 5th. Barbara back to the inside. In the 17, slides up into the 2nd spot. Tony Mussolino not going to give it up just yet as they head into 3. Geisler 4th, Gunn is 5th. Then it's Banal and Nollinger, Dodd and Davis and Bradish. Lynn Geisler to the inside, moving to third in the Cochran Automotive 1C, dropping Tony Mussolino fourth. Scott Gunn still fifth. Banal is sixth now, and here comes Davis in the 7M to seventh. Scott Gunn down on the bottom rail, trying to take fourth away from Tony Mussolino. Doug Dodd, meantime, in the 12 car as Banal hits the wall in turn one. Like something broke on the car at the end of the front stretch. The T8 of Mark Banal kisses the wall in turn one. Fifth, July 25th, same program as tonight. Green is out. Miley and Barbara head into turn number one, side by side. Geisler sits third, and they're almost three wide in turn two as they head down the back. Barbara has the lead. Miley is second. Geisler third. Doug Dodd is on the move. He's to fourth now in car 12. Scott Gunn trying to take fifth away from Tony Mussolino. Geisler gets high in turn two. Dodd's underneath them. Lynn still third. Dodd is fourth. Gunn fifth. And Mussolino, Bradish, and Davis. Davis back under Bradish into turn three. Halfway, 5 to go. Bradish passes Davis back through 3 and 4. Keith Barbie, your leader in the Triangle Benefits. Patoka Trucking 17B. Calusi Chevy 99 of Miley and the Cochran Automotive 1C of Geisler now alongside of Miley for second as they race off of 4. Side by side into turn one. Those two veterans have run hundreds and hundreds of laps together as Geisler makes the pass for second. Dodd is still fourth, Gunn fifth. Then there's a heck of a battle going on. Lou Bradish and Michael Davis. Tony Mussolino has dropped back in the 21. 3 to go. Geisler closing quickly on Keith Barbara and through 1 and 2. Lynn's been real quick here of late, hasn't had a feature win, but he's been knocking on the door, and he was the man who chased Barbara to the finish a season ago here on Topless Tuesday. Less than 2 laps to go now. 5th, 6th, and 7th up for grabs. Scott Gunn, Lou Bradish, and Michael Davis. Geisler continues to whittle into Barbara's lead. The white flag is out. Triangle Benefits 17 and the Cochran Automotive 1C. Miley third, Dodd fourth, Gunn is still fifth. Checkered flag waving. Keith Barbara will win it in car 17. Lynn Geisler second. Ben Miley third. Doug Dodd fourth, Scott Gunn fifth, and Lou Bradish sixth. 7th to the 7M of Michael Davis, then the 21 of Tony Mussolino, and the 38 of Gary Nollinger to Advance Auto Parts. Bruce Takeosh in the 65, Tim Fuller the 7C. Green is waving. Takeosh, second year he's run here in the 65. Fulmer, his first limitedly to crate late models, moving out of the pure stocks in the 7C. And the veteran 11 has run some pure stocks, some E-mod, some late model, and some crate lates. He is third. Jason Ryder putting pressure on there. Kirk Young in the 5Y running fifth. The 76 trying to put the pressure on Laurier for third. Ryder goes to the outside. Laurier pushes up, and Jason will slide underneath Pete in turn 4 and make the pass for third. Nice move by the young 18-year-old. Kirk Young in the 5Y now trying to get by Laurier for fourth. Dr. John Hobbs, then the 84 of Kyle Lucon, the 04 of Laura Lucon, and the 17 of Larry Marks. Kirk Young fourth. Pete Loria fifth that lap. 3 are down. And spinning is Bruce Takeosh in the 65. So far, everyone's missed him. Larry Marks spinning to avoid him in the 17. Caution out. Takeosh in the 65 was running in the second spot. Free smoke detector. Points racing both nights. No go, says our starter. Cars aren't to go, and look out, hard wreck. Oh, Kirk Young in the 5Y up and over. Hard hit for the Bridgeville Automotive Gearhead Graphics 5Y. Kirk is out of the car. Green is waving. Tim Fulmer, your leader. Jason Ryder still second. Ryder trying the outside in 3 and 4. These drivers have both picked up their one feature win this season. Kyle Lucan, Larry Mark, Lucan. Jason Ryder now inside of Tim Fulmer. Fulmer maintains the lead. 2 more laps to go. Just a car length. In turn 2. Ryder again putting the heat on. Jason running a crate motor, gets in a little hot. He saved it after he just touched Timmy a bit. 1 to go. Kyle Lucan third. Jason Ryder again with a run off of turn 2. Side of Fulmer down the back, coming to the checkered flag. Into 3. Both hold on as they're sliding along. Off of 4, it's going to be Tim Fulmer, your winner. Ryder second. Kyle Lucan third. Laura Lucan will get 4th, and Larry Marks will finish 5th. John Kane in the 06, Ray Brown in the 43. Brown was last year's Rookie of the Year in the limited lates. Now the crate late models as they're known. Ray Brown with the early advantage. Kane is second. Pete Reck coming on the outside of the 9R will have second as they race into 3. Kane is third. Tommy Schernhofer challenging for third off of 4. Schernhofer in the 8 moves to third, now challenging Pete Reck for second. Leo Stadelman in the 21 come marching on the outside. He's to 4th. Schernhofer challenging Pete Reck for second. Still Brown in front. Pete Reck second. Tommy Schernhofer a close third. Stadelman 4th. Kane is 5th. Then it's Nick Duratz, Jim Moore, and Wes Wheeler. Halfway this time. Battle for second. Who's going to be? It's still Pete Reck at the halfway mark. Schernhofer definitely has the faster car through 3 and 4. Every lap he's able to close in, pull almost alongside of Pete Reck. Reck seems to win the battle through 1 and 2. This time Tommy's on him pretty good as they exit 2 down the backstretch. Ray Brown, your leader. The Lucon Repfab Lewis decals. Highland milling and asphalt 43. Schernhofer now going to nose ahead. Maybe, I'm not sure. I'll let the scores decide that. That wasn't the final lap. Contact, and Schernhofer will go spinning into the wall. Caution is out as he drives off. Tommy trying to put the heat again on the inside of Pete Reck and lost it a little bit. Backs it into the outside wall in turn 2. And he's going to drive into the pits. The Boulevard Automotive, Schernhofer, Welding, Woody's towing 8. 6 laps are down and 2 to go. And the Crate late models on the pole. Here they come off of 4. Green is out. Brown goes inside, Reck goes outside. Who's going to have the lead on the back stretch? Brown by car length. Leo Skipman third. John Kane and Nick Durant's battle for 4th. It's Kane 4th, Durant's 5th. 1 to go. Downtown Ray Brown, the Frankfurt Flyers, still your leader. The McGurvey Electric Lick Fire Equipment 9 of Reck second. He loses the handle bit in 4. Stadelman closes in, but Brown in Stadelman third. Durant's 4th. John Kane in the 06 5th. 8-lap heats for the WBGN TV Pure Stocks. There are 2 of them. Green is out. Joe Anthony from the outside grabs the lead. Craig Kammacher off the very low side moves to second. Darrell Robinson and Nick Kachuba wheel to wheel for 3rd. Bill Robertson right behind them in 5th. Kammacher shows his nose, but it's still Joe Anthony in front. Look at his scramble for 3rd now, almost 3 wide. Anthony and Kammacher heading off of 4, wheel to wheel. Kammacher nosing ahead possibly. They're about even up as they head into 1. Craig now by half a car length in turn 2. 3 wide again for 3rd. This time Jones on the very outside moving by the 66X. Kammacher into 1st. Anthony is 2nd. Jones a little higher than he'd like in the middle of 3 and 4, but he brings the 66X down in the 3rd spot. Kachuba 4th. Darrell Robinson and Bill Robertson are next in line. Halfway. Darrell Robinson in the 1R challenging the 10 of Nick Kachuba for 4th. Still wheel to wheel coming off of 4. Robinson with the pass. Now Bill Robertson in the 1B trying to get under Kachuba for 5th. Two laps remaining, 2 to go. Defending champion and current points leader Craig Kammacher way up there against the outside exiting turn 4. Letting his Monte Carlo roll around the top side of the racetrack. Don Bowerly Jr. pits in car 22. 1 to go. Craig Kamaker's opened it up by half a straightaway. Now Aaron Jones has his sights on the 17 of Joe Anthony for second. Checkered flag waving for the Morley's Independence Hogger Excavating. 72B of Craig Kamaker. Joe Anthony will hold on for second. Aaron Jones third. Bill Robertson fifth. The point standings. Jeff will start in the 5th spot in this one. Jake Simmons has climbed to 4th in the point standings after winning a second. He starts on the pole. Simmons won 2 weeks ago Saturday and was second this past Saturday night. He's got the lead with Charlie DiLoretto on his tail. Ron Patchen third, Bronaszewski fourth. Simmons off the pace. Simmons breaks. DiLoretto is your new leader. Ron Patchen second. Bob Schwartzmiller on the outside around Jeff Bronaszewski for third. Bronaszewski pulls back alongside of the inside, now challenging Opatchen for the runner-up spot. Two laps down. Charlie DiLoretto, the Incredible Finds Consignment Store 11. Leading the Sunrise Motors Tri-State Auto Auction 51 of Ron Opatchen. Now Jeff Bronaszewski closing in again in the middle of 3 and 4 in the 08 as Opatchen sets his sights on race leader DiLoretto. Bob Schwartzmiller right there as well in the 28. Bronaszewski goes in high on the outside of Opatchen. He'll nose to second in the Taylor Auto Body 08. He's got the second spot down the back chute. Now challenging for the lead in the middle of 3 and 4. Close battle coming off of 4. It's still Charlie DiLoretto by just a hood. Jeff Bronaszewski slides in and holds it. He'll be second with Opatchen third and Schwartzmiller a close fourth. Best race of the night. We're past halfway. DiLoretto still in front. Bronaszewski nipping at his heels. He has to back out, and here comes Opatchen alongside. This is all about momentum around this racetrack, and you have to get out of the gas at the wrong spot and somebody else is in it. You can lose the advantage in a hurry. Jeff's going to help Charlie off the second turn. Give him a little push down the back chute. Bob Schwartzmiller now to the outside of Ron Opatchen, trying to take the third spot. Bronaszewski lower this time in turn 4. Here they come again. Bronaszewski's got the lead. 2 to go. The Bellevue True Value. Taylor Auto Body 08 in front. Schwartzmiller now challenging DiLoretto for second. Opatchen sits in fourth. Mitch Waddle fifth, and then Vince Kamaker in the 2B. 1 lap remaining, 1 to go. Checkered flag waving. Trying to keep pace with points leader Craig Kamaker. Jeff Bronaszewski picks up the win. Charlie DiLoretto second. Bob Schwartzmiller third. Ron Opatchen fourth. Then Mitch Waddle and Vince Kamaker. Father of Darrell, who's in the 12. Green is waving, and we are racing. Jacob Hawkins from the pole is your leader. Kerry Gasser is second. Chris Bassage third. Kevin Miller fourth down the backstretch. Miller up high in the 4M. He's still fourth. Darrell Charlier fifth. It's a Dave Groves Racing chassis under the 37J. GRS chassis. In fact, I think Dave's in the pits with Jacob tonight. Gary Gasser second. Kevin Miller now challenging Chris Bassett for third as they slide into turn one. Hawkins leading, Gasser second, Bassett still third, Miller a close fourth, Darrell Charlier fifth, and Rick Megley, Joel Johns, and Dale Charlier. Halfway. Hawkins is pulled away by almost a straightaway. First time here for Jacob. He's picked up on the racetrack real quick like this. The biggest track he's run on. He's been running primarily the quarter miles. Just 2 laps to go. Kevin Miller again trying to close on Chris Bassett for third. Hawkins has led from the start, and he continues to stretch the advantage. The Hawkins Wrecker Service, Melvin's Automatic Transmission Service, 37J, 16-year-old Jacob Hawkins takes the heat race win in his first time here. Gary Gasser second. Third, Kevin Miller fourth. Here will finish fifth. Then Ricky Megley, Joel Johns, and Dale Charlier. Here, the invert is 0, straight up from the heats. And if you don't want to go to the gift shop for the 50-50, I'm told they are going to make a trip through the grandstands as well. Wayne Tassine with the lead, Stas Shadowski second. Then it's the 48 of Denny Nakutis. Here comes J.E. Stalder in the 17. Nakutis goes high, high, high into the wall, right at the number 1. I could be able to bring her to the pits. Denny into the pits of the 48. Wayne Tassine is your leader. J.E. Stalder is second. Dennis Niederreiter, who started last, is now third. Stas Shadowski fourth. Joe Pemberton in the 98. Joe had all kinds of problems here Saturday night. He's got the 98 running better tonight. The scene in front, Stalder second. Stalder out of shape on the inside, almost lost it down against the guardrail. The second place cars lost a lot of ground to race leader Wayne Tassine. Four laps are down. 2 laps to go, 2 to go. Bill Westlake in the 51. Trying to pass the 74 of Stuss Sadowski for 4th. They're nip and tuck, wheel to wheel, side by side, off of 2 down the back straightaway. Scene continues to lead. The white flag is waving. A lap to go. Bill Westlake now, the 51, has the advantage for 4th. The Laus Auto Sales 51. Checkered flag is waving. Wayne Tassine will win it. J.E. Stalter gets 2nd. Dennis Niederreiter from last to 3rd. Bill Westlake 4th. Stuss Sadowski, Joe Pemberton, and Clayton Kennedy are next. Robbie Torrance from the pole has the lead. Eric Goldberg 2nd. Rick Gorsuch to the 19th, 3rd. The 125 of Adam Chitle was 4th. Torrance in front, Goldberg 2nd. Then it's Corey Bahana, the 82. Davey Lee, who won the Senior Series race here on Saturday, even though he's not a senior. They race under European rules. Anything goes. Off of 4, it's Torrance in front by just a car length. Not even that. Goldberg to the inside into turn 1. Rick Gorsuch still 3rd. Adam Chitle 4th. And here comes Mr. Lee. Eric Goldberg, your new leader. Robbie Torrance trying to get back under Eric. Can't do it in the middle of 3 and 4. Halfway. Torrance now trying to retake the lead from Eric Goldberg. These are 6-lap heats. In turn 4 again, Goldberg climbing high. Torrance trying to get underneath. Chitle's moved to 2nd. Davey Lee to Chitle's moved to 3rd. Davey Lee to 4th. 2 laps to go. Final lap. Goldberg goes higher again. Torrance underneath him. Here they come to the checkered flag. Robbie Torrance wins it. Eric Goldberg 2nd. Adam Chitle 3rd. Davey Lee 4th. Rick Gorsuch to the 19th, 5th. And they're off. Nick Johnson has the lead in the 697. He's got 1 win this year. So does Todd Janis in the 88, and he's 2nd. Sarah Schrum in the 51 is 3rd. Dusty Curry moves to 4th. Remember, none of these drivers are of legal driving age. So for many of them, this is the first time here this year that they've driven cars. Johnson leading, Janis 2nd, Curry 3rd, Sarah Schrum 4th. And the newcomer, Devin Tomai, the 23. Todd Janis trying to take the lead away from Nick Johnson down the backstretch. He's got the advantage into turn 3. Johnson pulls back alongside in the middle of 3 and 4. His tires are going left, but the car's going right. Janis has got the lead. Here comes Dusty Curry. He now trying to get around Nick Johnson for second, and does. Sarah Schrum in the 51, who dropped back a bit, closing in as well. Todd Janis finding a bit of a push. Those right front tires get hot after a few laps. There's no race chassis under these cars. 2 laps to go. Janis still in front. Both these guys looking for their second win of the year. Running first and second, Todd Janis and Dusty Curry. Curry goes to the inside into turn 3, and kaboom! That was an aggressive move for the lead. 1 to go. We got our young gun flagman down there, Danny Hunkley. I'll have to ask him what he thought about that after this race. Todd Janis trying to get back under Curry. Sarah Schrupp trying to get by Nick Johnson for third. Final lap. Checkered flag is waving. Dusty Curry is going to get the win. Todd Janis second, Nick Johnson third, and Sarah Schrupp fourth. Did you teach him that move over there in 3 and 4? Go on over here. Dusty, congratulations.
Thank you.
I got to ask you, what about the pass for the lead?
Well, I got down low and my car just started sliding up right into him. It's all accident, though.
You're not going to make any friends like that, Dusty.
I know.
Feels good. You won Saturday, you had a birthday Sunday, and you win again Tuesday.
Yeah, it is just great.
What's next?
Hopefully a win for Saturday.
Winning for Saturday's right. People you want to thank?
Well, I'd like to thank my dad, my mom, everyone who worked on my car.
You're 14 now, right?
Yeah.
An old man.
Yeah.
Congratulations. Dusty Curry, your winner, folks, in the Young Guns. Wade and Geisler row 2, Miley and Miley row 3. Here we go, the green is out. Baker leads into 1. And in turn 2, Barber and Wade are applying the pressure. Geisler is 4th. It's Jared Miley and Ben Miley down the backstretch. Baker in front, Wade down on the bottom rail. The West Virginia Rim Rider leads lap number 1. Wade is second. And now challenging Baker for the lead. Barber is still third, Geisler fourth. Ben Miley has moved to fifth. Dave Wade trying to take the lead away from Steve Baker off a row turn 4. He'll have it. The Yuengling 76 leading the Farm Used Auto Parts Richard Construction 0. They're back on the hammer in turn 2 and down the back straightaway. It's still Wade by half a car length over Baker into 3. Barber third, Geisler applying the pressure there. Wade the better of the 2 through 3 and 4. He's got the lead now by 2 car lengths. Here comes Geisler off of 4, making the pass for third. Barber dives back to the inside of Lynn in 1 and 2. Geisler third, Barber fourth, Miley fifth, Miley sixth, Dodd seventh, Bradish eighth, Conley ninth, Tim Gold is 10th in the 2G. 4 laps are down. Big lead for Dave Wade, Steve Baker, Lynn Geisler, Keith Barbara. Miley 5th, Jared Miley 6th, Doug Dodd 7th. Lou Bradish is 8th. After starting 12th. They are all over the racetrack, down low, down the middle, and up high. Single foul through the front 5, 6, 7 spots. And then lots of hard racing behind them. Michael Davis now trying to move forward in the 7M. He's been off his usual pace so far here tonight. He's to the outside of Jim Steffens in turn 4. Geisler trying to run down Baker. Baker trying to stay with Wade. 8 laps are down. Mark Banal off the pace on the back straightaway. Car T8 brings out the caution. Oh, no, 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 no! Mark Banal crossing the racetrack right in front of the race leader. Dave Wade had absolutely nowhere to go. Dave Wade has got to have some damage. I mean, he hit hard. A real tough break for the Yuengling Lager Tiger Machine Specialty Turbine 76. He's out of his car. Mark Banal has climbed out of his car as well. Damage on the front of his. Let's get back racing. Off of 4 they come. Green is waving. Baker leads into 1. Geisler to the outside. Barber down on the bottom. Barbara trying to go from 3rd to 1st. Geisler back to the outside of Keith off at 2 for 2nd. Miley 4th. Lou Bradish is on the march in the 09. Bradish started this race 12th. He's now 5th, trying to come to 4th, and does off of 4. In turn 2, it's Baker with Geisler pulling alongside down the back straightaway. Two spec engine rockets out in front. Baker still leading by car length, 9 down. In the middle of 1 and 2, Geisler pulls alongside. Down the back straightaway, it's still Steve by car length into 3. Barber 3rd, Bradish 4th, Ben Miley 5th, Doug Dodd 6th. Michael Davis has moved up to 7th. Jared Miley 8th, Jim Steffens 9th, and Tim Goldrun's 10th. Baker high in 1 and 2. And a bit of a push in the middle of the turn. Keeps it in front as Geisler again was able to show him his nose in the middle of 3 and 4. Lynn again pulls close to the door of the 0, but it's Baker leading lap number 11. They have checked out. Keith Barber 3rd, Lou Bradish 4th. Into 4, Geisler down low, Baker up high, the West Virginia Rim Rider and the all-time leading winner. Clue too close to call as they complete lap 12. Baker again pushes high into 1, and Geisler's got the lead off of 2 in the Cochran Automotive 1C. Baker 3rd, Barber 4th. Lou Bradish, or Barber 3rd, Bradish 4th. And Bradish starting to really hound Barber for the 3rd spot. Into turn 1, they're now side by side. Miley 5th, Dodd 6th, Michael Davis 7th, Jared Miley 8th, Jim Steffens 9th. "14 laps are down. Traffic will play a role here if it stays green. Three wide here, 3-car race in the back of the field. 15 are down. 20 to go. Bradish looks underneath Barber again into turn 1. Geisler closing rapidly on the back of the field. Side by side for 3rd off of turn number 4. Bradish has the advantage into 2. Off at 2. They're still side by side for 3rd. Barber and Bradish. Bradish now makes the pass for 3rd, dropping Keith to 4th. Miley runs 5th. Michael Davis is up to 6th. He started 14th. Geisler has caught the back of the field. Gary Nolinger and DJ Pellin racing one another. Lynn goes quickly to the inside, being the aggressor. He'll pass both through 3 and 4. Halfway, 17 to go. Baker now around Pellin, trying to pass Nolinger into turn 3. Steve coming up the racetrack uses Nolinger as a sort of a banking board coming off of 4. And Bradish closing in a bit in that race for 2nd. Bradish to the inside of Nolinger within a couple of car lengths of Baker now. Ben Miley closing on Keith Barber for 4th. 15 laps to go. 15 to go. Geisler continues to show the way. Around the 77 of Rich Appolito. Jared Miley slowing down in the H1, the Calusi Chevy H1, who is running in the top 10. His tough luck continues. He had a top 5 run here, though, on Saturday. To be changing it around, it's not going to stay that way tonight. More traffic ahead for Lynn Geisler as Steve Baker and Lou Bradish try to stay in striking distance. Barber 4th, Miley 5th, Michael Davis a close 6th, Doug Dodd is 7th, Jim Steffens 8th, Corey Conley 9th, and Tim Gold in the 2G is 10th. Oh, Bradish now right on Baker's tail for 2nd. Geisler around the 29R Rodriguez as Bradish makes the pass for 2nd. Baker tries to get him back on the backstretch. Geisler's got a roadblock in Bob Williams. Off of 4, Lynn to the inside. He'll make the pass of Williams. 2-lap cars now between 1st and 2nd. 12 laps to go. Baker back underneath Bradish into turn 1. Barber still 4th, Miley 5th, Davis is 6th. The Cochran Automotive, Tri-State Hose and Supply, Marshall Stamping 1C leads into turn 1. 11 laps from the checkered flag. Chased Keith Barber to the finish here last year, got 2nd. He's had 3 second-place finishes so far this year, looking for his first win at Pittsburgh. Bradish now has separated himself from Baker. No lap traffic between 1st and 2nd. The Chester Charger is on the throttle. Less than 10 laps to go. Bradish has 4 wins here this year. Barber trying to close on Baker for 3rd as Steve works the 29R of Rodriguez and the 8 of Williams. 9 laps remaining. Almost a straightaway lead. Geisler off at 2, trying to lap the 14G of Scott Gunn. Off of 4. Lynn able to move by. He has been straight as an arrow coming off the turns. Bradish has made up some ground, though. Baker now has cleared lap traffic. Bob Williams off the pace in car 8. More traffic ahead for Geisler. 7 laps to go. Brandon Burgoon in the 17 trying to stay on the lead lap. Michael Davis right behind Ben Miley now for 5th. Miley 5th, Davis 6th, Dodd is 7th. Steffens runs 8th. Corey Conley is 9th and Tim Gold 10th. Just 12 cars on the lead lap. And look at Bradish. He is really closed in. 6 laps to go. Bradish now within striking distance. Down the backstretch, Geisler clears Burgoon. Bradish only 6 or 7 car lengths behind and gaining in a hurry into 3. 5 laps to go. 5 to go on Topless Tuesday. Bradish within 3 or 4 car lengths. Geisler gains a little bit coming off at 2. Baker still 3rd, Barber a 4th. They're double foul in front of the race leader. Side by side ahead of Geisler with 4 laps to go. Lynn took the lead on lap number 12 as they head down the back straightaway. Geisler trying to win his first this year and the 66th of his career. Bradish trying to win his 5th of the year. Geisler clears Tim Gold. Bradish now within a car length. Down the back straightaway, more traffic. Geisler's got to pick his line. Sometimes you'd rather be second and first than first in this situation. Here they come off of 4. 2 to go. Bradish going for the lead into turn 1. Geisler to his outside. Bradish has the advantage in 2. Lynn gets it back off at 2. Down the back straightaway, coming to the white flag. Tony Mussolino smoking in front of the leaders. Bradish closing again. They're 2 wide in front of Geisler. Bradish pulls on his tail. The white flag is waving. Into 1 and 2. Bradish goes for the lead. He's got it in turn 2. Geisler trying to run down on back straightaway. Bradish has the lead. Into 3 and 4. Bradish goes low. Geisler's up high. They're side by side into 4. Lap traffic in their path coming off. Who's going to win it? Here they come. It's Bradish by a car length. That was the best. Come on over here. Congratulations. Bill Kessler is down here. His dad, Pappy, bought you that race car you won with it.
That race car, it's a 10th feature win on that car. And it should be about the 15th or 16th to win for some of the stupid things we did.
Well, nothing stupid tonight. What a race.
That was a
So people say you can't pass at Pittsburgh.
Wrong. We started 12th. We proved that. And I don't know who was behind me, but I think the field kind of changed hands. I think some of the ones up front went to the back. And I tell you, this is the greatest place to race. Brian and his dad and the whole crew worked their butts off on this racetrack and try to keep the dust down for us. And it's a tough job. And this track's the smoothest, the best.
Well, I saw you pass cars up against the wall, and I saw you pass them against the guardrail. I mean, you could run it from top to bottom.
Well, we got lucky.
Lucky because of traffic? I mean, really, your thoughts. Lynn was in control for a long time, and then it got into traffic. We'll talk about this here in just a second, but your thoughts on racing with Lynn there at the end. And sometimes you'd rather be second than first in that situation. You went where he didn't go.
I don't think he knew I was there because I hadn't showed him. He hadn't seen anybody. He hadn't seen anybody all evening, so he probably didn't even know I was there. And then we got in that lap traffic, and I got under him, and then I kept that bottom groove because I was real good from about a car length and a half out through 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 both. I was real good, so I just kept that line so he couldn't get that line, take it off me.
Talk about your brother.
That's my brother, Jerry.
He's been having a hard time.
Yeah, he's been having a hard time health-wise. He's a cancer patient, and we're having a car cruise down in Chester for him next Sunday. Anybody that wants to come down, get the food, whatever you want. It's at the municipal building in Chester where the old junior high used to be. A car club's putting it on. There's lots of good hot rods down there. We'll all be down there working. All the proceeds are going to go to Jerry. He's lost his health benefits and his workman's comp and stuff. It's drug on to where he's out of all benefits. So we're trying to help him out. And I know these race fans, they got big hearts. They always open up. So I want him to take a lap in the car. That was pretty good, right?
Good job. Hey, this matches your, and I know we're early in the season, your season best here was 5 wins. You've got 5 now.
Yeah, I think we're getting we're like wine, I think. We're getting a little better with age, I think. I don't know.
The 50-year-old Lou Bradish picks up his 5th win of the season. Lou, pick the 50-50 winner. For the 8 of Tommy Schoenhofer and the 65 of Bruce Takeosh. Green is out. Caution is out. We got some debris there going into turn 3. Nick Duratz in the 80 hit the wall right at the end of the back straightaway. He's got lots of damage on the right front and also on the right rear of that car. Nick Duratz out of Cannonsburg in the 80. John Kane in the 06, Larry Marks in the 17. Pacing the field again, the green is waving. And your Advanced Auto Parts crate late model feature is heading into turn 1. Marks has the lead racing off at turn 2. Kane is second. Leo Stadelman in the 21 is third. And it's the 9 of Pete Reck. Laura Lucon in the 04 is fourth. She's being passed by the 43 of Ray Brown. Pete Reck to the outside of Laura as Leo Stadelman in the 21 moves to second. Laura Lucon in the 04 spins out. Caution is out. Has elected to restart outside. And the green is out. We got him 3 wide for fourth. Larry Marks leading, John Kane second, Leo Stadelman third. It's Brown and Lucon. Jason Ryder now in the 76, down on the very bottom of the racetrack. Moves up to fifth. Stadelman up top here, trying to get a run on Kane for second. Meantime, he's got Ray Brown and Jason Ryder closing in behind him. Off of turn 2, Ryder and Ray Brown continue that battle for fourth. John Kane second, Larry Marks out in front. Stadelman to the outside of Kane into 3. The JustSport Concrete Foundation's 21 trying to pass the Elizabeth Auto Sales 06. And does for second. The Poste Trucking Larry's Auto 17 of Larry Marks, your leader. Jason Ryder third, Ray Brown, or Jason Ryder fourth, Ray Brown fifth. Kyle Lucon is next. And Pete Reck, Tim Fulmer, and Tommy Schernhofer. Running 10th to 65 of Bruce Takeosh. Jason Ryder, the 76, to the outside of John Kane for third into 3. Jason Ryder now challenging Stadelman for second. And your fourth place car spins, the 06 of John Kane. Up in turn 2, Kane in the 06 spins around. He was running fourth in the Elizabeth Auto Sales Brockers Machine 06. The class a season ago. Tim Fulmer, your fifth place car, has 1 win, and the 9 of Pete Reck, running 6, has won twice this year. And you've got Saturday night's winner Tommy Schernhofer running 7th. Mark still has the advantage. Stadelman second, Ryder, then Brown, and now Reck to fifth in the 9. Ray Brown to third, challenging Leo Stadelman for second. Stadelman, meantime, pulls right up alongside a race leader, Larry Marks. Larry Marks, your leader at the halfway mark. Who's going to be second? '43 Ray Brown, Leo Stadelman 21. They are closing in a hurry on the race leader. Brown down on the low side shows his nose to Larry Marks as they race off at 2. Stadelman bounces off the wall, the third place car. Jason Ryder dives underneath him for third in the 76. Ray Brown is now your leader. 8 laps to go. Stadelman's got a problem in the 21. He's slowing down. He hit the wall on the back straightaway the previous lap. The Just Poured Concrete Foundation's 21. Crossing the racetrack to the pits, the green stays out. 7 laps to go. The Frankfurt Flyer, Ray Brown, the Phil Lucon Repfab Lewis Decals Highland Milling and Asphalt Rocket has got himself a big lead as he tries to get career win number 1. Tom Ernhofer has come a long way after that heat race wreck. He is now into third in turn 2, the 8 car of Schernhofer started 16th. Five to go, 5 laps remaining. The back half of the top 5 hotly contested right now. 17 Larry Marks, the 9 of Pete Breck, the 7C of Tim Fulmer, and the 65 of Bruce Takeosh. 28 Dr. John Hobbs, several laps down, back on the racetrack. Good race for 4th, 5th, 6th, and 7th. Larry Marks, Pete Reck, Tim Fulmer, and Bruce Takeosh. 2 to go for Ray Brown. One lap from his first feature win, his second year in the limited, now crate late models. He did do some E-Mod racing earlier in his career. Here he comes to the checker. The Frankfurt Flyer, Ray Brown, will get his first Advanced Auto Parts crate late model win. Jason Ryder second, Tommy Schernhofer third, Pete Reck 4th, and Tim Fulmer 5th. How about a nice hand, folks? Ray Brown. I'll bet you thought this night was never going to get here.
Well, you ain't lying, Dow. Yeah, I've been digging and digging. We finally got it, too. Thank God.
You didn't just dig tonight, you buried him. So once you got the lead, you were gone. The car obviously got better the longer the race went.
Yeah, it did. Yeah. Like I said, I can't give enough credit to my crew, my wife, and I mean, Phil and Jimmy Stephens. If it wasn't for them guys, I wouldn't be here.
Well, maybe you went to Eldora a couple weeks ago and watched Scott Bloomquist. Maybe you picked up a couple pointers.
Yeah. I picked up a few, but not enough. Not to run with him, but I've been working hard, trying to get this win. Like I said, when you interviewed me before, this one's for my dad. You know what I mean? I passed away at 76, but we always went to the races, loved the races, and I wanted to get that one victory for him, and we got it tonight.
You got it tonight. Congratulations. Other people you want to thank, your sponsors and stuff.
Yeah, Nick's Auto Service, Phil Lucon, Lewis Signs and Decals. I mean, there's just so many of them that. Cal Motors is another one. I mean, it's, Bill Kyle Power Plant, and they're pretty tough to beat, And, yeah, and, I like to thank, Brian and them. They do a heck of a job keeping this track so we can race on it and stuff and getting it ready. But, and you, I thank you. You're the best announcer we got.
I got you the whole way around the racetrack.
Oh, you did. Like I said, you, and then I looked up and he gave me the 5 to go, and I kept telling him, I said, okay, Dad, we got 5 more. Then he gave me the 2. The white and the checkered. I said, okay, Dad, 2 more. And we hung in there, and we finally got it.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, he finally got it his first in the Advanced Auto Parts Crate Late Models, Ray Brown. Ronno Patchen breaks on the start in car 51. He's got his hand out the window. He will be headed to the pits. Nick Kachuba has the lead in car 10. Bill Robertson moving into second. Darrell Robinson in the 1R to third. Then it's Mitch Waddellette in the 20. 08 Jeff Bronaszewski, the 66 of Aaron Jones. Waddellette in the 20, close to the wall. He's losing some spots, but he keeps her going straight. Ronno Patchen has pitted. Your leader is Nick Kachuba. Bill Robertson second. Darrell Robinson third, and Jeff Bronaszewski, who started this race back in row 6, is already challenging for the 3rd spot. Aaron Jones running 5th. Jake Simmons has moved all the way to 6th. He started way back there in row number 7. Bronaszewski into 3rd, moves up. Now Jake Simmons is underneath Bronaszewski. He'll try to take 3rd away. Little contact there. He and Bronaszewski get together, and the 1R of Darrell Robinson ends up going around. Caution is out for the 1R. 68 of Simmons getting into the 08 of Bronaszewski, and they all ended up into the 1R, and Darrell got the short end of the stick. Is on the front stretch, the demo derby. Green is out. Bill Robertson on the outside of that front row tried to take the lead away from Nick Kachuba. Then it's Jake Simmons, Jeff Bronaszewski, and Craig Kamiker all running together into turn number 3. Robertson with the will be scored 2nd. Now they're 3 wide for 3rd in turn 3, or turn 2, excuse me, hoping to make it to turn 3. Robertson still in front. Simmons, who started 13th, challenging for the lead. 10 laps remaining. Battle continues. Jake Simmons will be scored as the leader. Bill Robertson now trying to work under Jake. Unable to do so. It's Simmons in front, Robertson second, Broniszewski third, Kamaker fourth, Kachuba fifth. Broniszewski pulls alongside of Robertson for second. Jeff has the advantage into turn one and now makes the pass in the middle of 1 and 2. Past the halfway mark, Jake Simmons, the more concrete, Simmons window cleaning. 68X is your leader over the Taylor Auto Body. Bellevue True Value, 08 now. The 72B, the Morley's Independence Auger Excavating Chevy to third. Dropping Bill Robertson to fourth. Kachuba is fifth. Aaron Jones is sixth. Charlie DiLoretto seventh. Joe Anthony 8th, Bob Schwartzmiller 9th, and Daryl Robinson is 10th. Three laps from the finish, Nick Kachuba trying to retake fourth from Bill Robertson. And we got a wreck. Joe Anthony in the 17 and the 1R of Daryl Robinson together into the first turn. Anthony into the wall with the front end of the car, as you can tell. Single file restart since we're past halfway. Green is back out. Jake Simmons in front, Jeff Broniszewski second, Craig Kamaker third, Bill Robertson fourth, and Nick Kachuba fifth. Oh, a little contact between the 1B and the 72 into 3. Two laps to go. Jake Simmons won just 2 weeks ago, just over a week ago, June the 10th. His first of the season, looking for number 2. Aaron Jones moving into 5th in the 66X. White flag is out. He broke during his heat race. Had to start back a good ways. 13th tonight. Doesn't waste much time coming to the front. And Jake the Snake, Jake Simmons, will win his second of 06 in the WBGN TV Pure Stocks. Come on over here. You like the month of June.
Yeah, I must. This has been a lucky month so far.
What broke in the heat?
My coil. The coil went out and got a new one off Abadell, and as you see, it worked good.
Good. Unbelievable how fast you and Jeff came through the field like that. Well, usually you start back in like rows 5 and 6 or 6 and 7 like you two did tonight. It takes a while, but you guys were flying.
Me and Jeff were just running the bottom, half throttle. All them other guys are up there spinning their tires. We just, you keep it half throttle and hooked up, you're going to go right around the guys on the outside cooking the tires. So maybe they all need to learn that or something. I don't know.
Yeah, don't give away your secrets there, Jake.
New tires always help too.
People you want to thank.
This is win number 20 for this car. This is Danny Rich's old car from when he ran pure stock, so it's a good car. And I'd like to thank Danny Rich, my crew, well, my sister Jen, my mom, my brother Greg, my brother David, his girlfriend Ruth, HB, Joey, Luke, and my sponsors, More Concrete, Simmons Window Cleaning, Steele's Landscaping, and Larry's Auto for building the motors, and that's about it.
That's about it. Your winner tonight again, folks. Have a nice hand, Jake Simmons. Laps for the Lincoln Welder E-Mods. Rick Megley leads them into 1 and 2. They're 4 wide for second. Daryl Charlier takes the second spot down the backstretch, and now he's gone for the lead into 3. Dives to the inside of Megley. We got a spinner. 98, Joe Pemberton. Kevin Miller tried to squeeze by in the 4M and made it. Caution is now out. Thanks, Mike. We've got 1 lap down and 14 to go. Rick Megley goes outside for the restart as the green drops. Charlier down on the very bottom, Megley up on the top side. Here comes Chris Bassich in the 71C. Splits 2 cars for third. Who's going to lead this lap? It's going to be Megley by a nose. Contact into 1. They're side by side. Bill Westlake in the 51. Can we make it 4 wide for the lead? Not quite. Daryl Charlier is your new leader into turn 3. Off of 4. Charlier, Megley, Westlake, Bassich, and Tessine. Bill Westlake edging ahead of Rick Megley for second into turn 3. Tessine following Westlake. He moves to third, or does he? Megley battles back on the outside. Meantime, Charlier is as close to the wall as you can get in the middle of 1 and 2. He's up there where you have to pray to the racing gods. Tessine now to the outside of Westlake. Wayne moves the 10 car to second. 10 laps to go. Daryl Charlier leading, Wayne Tessine second, Bill Westlake third, Rick Megley fourth, Chris Bassich a close fifth. Gasser, Jacob Hawkins, J.E. Stalter. Good cars all the way back through the field. Bassich fourth, Kerry Gasser now trying to move into fifth in the 0K. Kerry moves to fifth as Wayne Tessine pulls alongside a race leader, Daryl Charlier. Charlier goes to the inside trying to shut the door into turn 3, but he's pushing up the racetrack, and Tessine is coming off of 4 with the advantage, but down the front stretch it'll be Tessine into 1 in front. Now Charlier goes back to the bottom to recapture the lead in the middle of 1 and 2. Tessine back under Charlier to have the lead on the backstretch. We've had plenty of good racing here tonight. Jacob Hawkins in the 37 is now up to 5th. He's going for 4th. He may have 3rd. halfway, 7 to go. Wayne Tessine in front. Hawkins pushes up the racetrack in 1 and 2. He'll drop 2 spots. He pedals hard down the backstretch, trying to move back by the 51 of Bill Westlake for third. Six laps remaining. Chris Bassett in the 71C to the outside of Bill Westlake, moving to fourth. The DT Dyno. Woodruff Carbs 10 of Wayne Tessine, trying to win his third of the season. The 4-time track champion. Jacob Hawkins is closing in on Daryl Charlier for second. He was so impressive in his heat race tonight. He dives to the inside of Charlier. Daryl on the outside, back even on the backstretch. Charlier second, Hawkins third, into 3 and 4. Charlier pushing high, and here comes Hawkins off the bottom side of 4. He'll be scored in second. 4 laps to go. Does he have anything for Wayne Tessine? He's still got his hands full with Daryl Charlier on the back straightaway. Chris Bassett fourth, 0K, Kerry Gasser fifth. 2 laps to go, 2 to go. Hawkins, the left front wheel of Jacob Hawkins' car is laying flat. The left front wheel is laying flat on the 37J. He's trying to steer it home. It straightens up in the turns, but once you come down the straightaway, 1 to go. The left front wheel, when he goes in the turn, is just flat on the ground. Just barely hanging on. Checkered flag is waving. His third win of 06 in the Lincoln Welter E-Mods for Wayne Tessine. Jacob Hawkins' debut ends up second. Daryl Charlier third, Chris Bassett fourth, and Kerry Gasser fifth. I think I adjusted it right this time. How about that? You know, when you're coming down, you think, well, let me see. Wayne's head's this big. No, I'm just kidding. Congratulations. Not easy when you start back in the pack like that.
No, it's not, but it is a lot more fun, I think. It's neat to pass cars. It's just more of a sensation, I guess.
A lot of work, I understand. I thought the way you raced the car Saturday night after you hit the front straight, I thought, well, there can't be much wrong with that car. But you told me it was shifted a good bit.
Yeah, it hit pretty hard. Jeff Teeters, he's got a frame shop back by home. We had it on the frame machine yesterday and straightened the frame. We put new rails in the back and, of course, the tin and stuff. But it was pushed over quite a bit. Hit pretty hard.
Good to know that when you do all that work, you did it right.
Yeah, it was all worth it tonight.
People you want to thank?
Bob Hammond, who built the car, he last Friday night he had a heart attack up at Raceway. He's doing okay, but really thankful that he's doing okay and hope he continues.
All right, a nice hand, folks. Wayne Tessine, your winner of the Lincoln Welter E-Mods. On the pole, the 82, Rick Gorsuch to his outside of the 19. Green is waving. Davey Lee moves quickly to second, and Davey may have the lead. He beat the senior series with this car on Saturday night. Robbie Torrance is in the third. Rick Gorsuch in the 19 with Eric Goldberg way down on the bottom of the 714. He'll move up to third, dropping Torrance to fourth. Going to have a hard time catching the 96. Sherry Styling, L&M Deli, Bachman Builders, Erasers, Go-Kart Park, Buick. Corey Bahana now, the 82 around Eric Goldberg for second, and Bahana gets sideways, and look at this, everybody misses him so far. Jason Herniak does as well. The caution is out for the 82 of Corey Bahana. Off we go again. Goldberg still able to take the lead. Davey Lee, though, has other ideas as they enter turn 2. Robbie Torrens now trying to get second away from Goldberg as Davey Lee has got the lead back. Four down and 8 remaining. Adam Scheidel in the 125 trying to move by Rick Gorsuch in the 19 for 4th. Torrens is pulled back alongside of Goldberg for 2nd, and Robbie makes the pass as they head down the front chute. Goldberg back alongside of Torrens in turn 2. Halfway. Goldberg gets too high, and Rick Gorsuch, the 19, trying to move by him for 3rd. Eric holds him off. Travis Gatton in the 25 starting to make some noise. He's up to 4th. Three more laps to go. Davey Lee. For his second amateur stock win. 3rd win overall this year. Two laps to go. 1 lap to go. Here he comes for the checkered flag. Putting a top on the topless Tuesday is Davey Lee. Robbie Torrance second, Eric Goldberg third. Then Scratton and Scheidel. After beating up on them senior series guys, these amateur stocks are nothing, right?
Well, I'll tell you what, Bill Robertson helped me get this car going, and after it's been totaled like 4 different times,
You just bent it the right way the last time.
I think I bent it several times the right way because it gets faster and faster every time I get total it and rebuild it completely. And I got to thank Bill Robertson again. Like I said, he's been a champion. He's shown me how to run this car and how to get a lot faster. And since he's helped me, this thing I can almost just keep my foot right to the floor. And that's what I did last week with the seniors, and they kept passing me down the straight. I just kept going right around in the beds.
You lost the lead on the restart, but you got it back.
How did that happen? I don't know. Didn't another caution come out or?
Yeah, well, no, but Eric still got you on the next restart. It just seems like this car doesn't take off right at first. This is like a Nextel Cup car. You need a lap to get your momentum built up.
I think I was sleeping. He jumped me and got me on that start there, and like I said, I just hold it to the floor, and then he catches back up coming through the turn. So,
people you want to thank? I
want to thank a lot. I got a new sponsor. His name's Mike down at L&M Deli down in Neville Island. And stop down, buy coffee, and say hi to him, and my other sponsors. And like I said, this car wouldn't run like that if it wasn't for Bill Robertson and help me and give me some information and show me how to run this thing. So.
All right, folks. Davey Lee gets his 3rd win overall, 2nd in the amateur stocks. We thank you for coming out on Topless Tuesday. Please take your time exiting the Speedway and have a safe trip home. Enjoy the rest of your week, and we'll look forward to seeing you back here Saturday.